People, 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 people. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now, one of the things that I see popping in the news is that we saw that a lady from Clarendon, she just had a newborn baby and she basically dashed with the baby in a pit latrine. Now, for those of you that are not from the country or don't really know what is a pit latrine, that is basically an outside toilet. You know, them build a pit and then them put a little cover over it and then put a little place where you can sit down and do your thing, rete and lily. So anyway, apparently this lady just have her baby and she basically, so she fling the newborn baby in the pit toilet or pit latrine. Now people, when you think about that, you have to wonder what is really going on in Jamaica, and it speaks about a fundamental problem, and that is a problem that a lot of these parents that are having kids are not responsible. They are not financially able. So maybe the heart is willing. Maybe them decide, so you know, so we want to bring a little picnic in the world, but the truth and the fact is that they cannot raise a child. They don't have the financial means. So therefore, them not ready. They are not capable, point blank and people. So yeah, like me say, we see that is a big problem with most of these young mothers. We are talking about mothers in them teens or 20s, early 20s. We see them not really have that ability to be a mother. And like me say, if you are not ready and able, it makes absolutely no sense. Especially if you are a person that don't have a job, don't have a business, don't have any means to finance yourself, your partner, and worse, for bringing a child into this world is basically just bringing a child into sufferation. There is nothing good that can come out of it. And like me say, sometimes people are born into desolate situation and they turn out to be better than most persons or the average person. You never know what life brings or what kind of changes can come. However, the truth and the fact is that in 2019, where there is so much things where you can do to take precaution, we are talking about contraceptive, we are talking about birth control, which is easily accessible all over the place, all kind of pharmacies. So my point is that it is not like back in the days, like when my mother used to say, things not really accessible. So therefore, when people get pregnant, the only thing is basically an abortion, or in most cases, them are going to have the picnic regardless, if them can afford it or not. So we see in this case, the lady decided that she is going to bring this child. And like me say, I don't know the circumstance, I don't know the situation. However, wrong is wrong. So therefore, we can't really justify somebody that is going to have a child and then abort it or fling it in a pit latrine in a St. Mary. Yes, so like me say, this lady is from Clarendon and she fling with the picnic in a St. Mary. And people, when we think about stuff like that, as a father, you understand it kind of different, but as a mother that basically brought a child into this world, and I am not sure if it is a 9 month or 8 month or 7 month, whatever time she took to bring that baby, you'd have thought that there would have been some sort of maternal or motherly bond with that child. So therefore, for her to do something like that would have almost seems like it would have been impossible. So when we hear about stuff like this, it only shows the fundamental problem of what is going on in Jamaica as far as the wickedness and the evilness that actually exists in mankind and in Jamaica. Because like I say, it's not the first time or the second time that we are seeing stuff like this, and it is definitely not going to be the last time. But me just say, as a mother, How do you actually take your picnic and fling in a pit latrine and then live within yourself? How does your conscience even allow you to do something like that? You understand what I'm saying? It just shows the type of wickedness and evilness that exists in Jamaica. And people, I am at the beautiful Rare Resorts, all inclusive in a Montego Bay. So I just basically show you some scenes of the property and stuff like this. This is actually the beach. Yeah. So back to this lady. Now people, like me say, the lady dash with her picnic, and luckily persons or residents in the St. Mary area where she did her deed, them kind of hear the baby crying or bawling or whatever the case is, and them rescue the baby. And like me say, the baby was in the pit latrine. You talk about water, you know. So it is like a miracle that this child even survived or even lived, if you want to look at it like that. You understand? So your sister, she do something where could have led to the death of a small child or her baby, whether it's a boy or a girl. I'm not really sure about the specifics of that. However, it does not take away from the fact that she did something that a mother is not supposed to do, a human being is not supposed to do to a child, and worse, a child that is hers. So people, like me say, it only shows you the type of things that are going on in Jamaica as it pertains to wickedness and rete and lele. And like me say, people, everything that I say is my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. So the next thing that I see popping in the news is that I saw that a tractor trailer driver was slapped away the other day by some persons in our area. And people, when me listen to the details of exactly what happened, it is very disturbing to the fact that the circumstances and that led to his life being taken is kind of weird. It is kind of disturbing. What's up, Ross? So people, see me up on some little rock near the resort. Hope me not broke my ass. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I guess anything for the views. I kind of risk a life for the views, just kidding. So anyway, like me say, the circumstances that led to this man losing his life is just as disturbing as how he lost his life. Because basically it seems like it was raining and there were some puddles of water in the road, and I don't know what happened. It seems like him splashed some people, and the people never really take too kindly to it, and some sort of argument or rift develop, and I guess somebody fling something, pell something. I don't know if it's a stone, a buckler, or whatever the case is. However, somebody threw something, and then I guess him stop the tractor trailer and start in an argument with the man them. Now people, them have a saying where it goes, you have to know when to walk away, know when to run. You understand? So him shouldn't realize that, especially if he is not from that era, and especially if he was wrong, if him drive him tractor or trailer or whatever and splash up some people. The simplest thing was to say, I am sorry. But then again, people, like me say, it speaks to the fundamental problem that exists in Jamaica when it seems like people are very, very aggressive. People feel like them have to defend everything. People feel like them can't take no talk. It is all about badness. It is all about show and prove. And people, the truth and the fact is that when you try to show and prove, sometimes you end up on the short end of the stick. That means you will get where the duck get. That means we see the man lose his life, and it ended up in the worst case scenario for him. Now, when we hear the details of exactly what happened, is that I guess when him stop and him start defend himself or put forward for him argument, the people them was not buying it, because I don't know if he did it in a very disrespectful way or whatever. And truth be told, you don't really have to say anything too much in a certain garrison areas, because it seems like the people them kind of stress out. It seems like the people them just wait and I try to find somebody for kind of take away their frustration. So therefore, when him come now and him splash them up, it is like an opportune time, or them find somebody, or them finally find somebody where them can lash out upon. So we see this man lost his life on account of a simple thing, or what could have been or should have been a simple misunderstanding. So therefore, a next person lose them life for no specific reason, for no valid reason, point blank and period. And it was also said that him get juke up by some sharp objects. So people, you know, say this is YouTube, and you have to be kind of careful with the words that you pick, because your videos will get blocked. So what the people must say is that them juke him up with some sharp object, and after that them fling to brick, you understand, in him vocal cavity, in him head, you understand. So people, we are talking about a man just lost him life in a way we kind of evil, you understand? I mean, I say it was unnecessary. In other words, it never really make any damn sense, you understand? So the next thing that is popping in the news, people are there at the pole here right now, rear in Montego Bay. And yeah, like I say, the next thing that is popping in the news is that we saw that they slapped away the alleged Don of Jake's Road in a Mountain View. And then the sister is now coming out and saying that he is no Don. He is a person that is respected in the area. He is like a voice of reasoning. And people, the truth and the fact is that when you hear this, you have to kind of wonder and ponder when you hear a voice of reason. Because the truth and the fact, based on what we see going on in these volatile communities, we don't really see a voice of reason, or if it does exist, it is not out there like that in the open. So when we hear the sister come out now and defend him, that is like a lot of the times when you listen to stories or listen to news broadcasts and we hear the mother them or the people them in the community say the person that got slapped away, which was a Gunman, he was a good person, and Rete and Lele. That is what we kind of expected, and I am not saying that that is the case. In this specific case, me just say we hear it all the time. So my main problem with this is that I did a post and I said that the man is an area leader, and of course, you know, me have my little people and my little hater them on my channel, and I know that these are mostly other bloggers based on how them talk and based on their response. You understand? So anyway, the moral of the story is this. I did that story, and I did that story based on information. Now remember, a lot of times as bloggers, you don't really know these persons. You are just hearing stories, just like how TVJ hears story, just like how CNN hears stories. And sometimes the information that you get is not accurate. But it happens to the best of us. It happens to the CNN. It happens to BBC, Rete, and Lele. So therefore, it is not about perfection. It is about getting information out there to people. May I talk about the Jamaican and people overseas that are interested in our sorts of news. So anyway, like me say, me do it and me get some little people which are, I know, are bloggers, and them I say, yeah, bring all sorts of false information, and people, we understand how the thing go. People like to nitpick, people like to criticize, but the truth and the fact is that they also have an option to open our channel and give the truth since them know the truth. However, it is all about criticism. So anyway, people, like me say, the sister came out and she was defending her brother and saying that he is an innocent victim and he is now Dan and Rete and Lele. But like me say, we've heard it all before. You understand? Me no know if he is a Dan. Me just say where people are saying. Me just talk where most or the majority of persons are saying in the ear that actually live there. So therefore, we expect the mother, we expect the sister to come out and defend her brother, because that is what people do all the time, point blank and period. So anyway, people, like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.